simply needs to practice more.
It can't go on like this forever.
And there's more, believe me.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
You don't have to tell me that isn't true.
That's totally obvious. That'll only cause more trouble.
You can't rely on that.
He was falling down drunk.
The things I can tell you.
Hey, you! Everything all right?
Ah, an unfamiliar wanderer. I am very busy, so what do you want?
What are you doing here?
Well, the things a woodcutter and hunter usually do.
What interesting things are there to see here?
Interesting is well put. If you go deeper into the woods here, you'll run into some very evil fellows. They're about 10 feet tall, hairy, and in a really bad mood. So don't go there if you're not strong enough for them.
Can you teach me something about hunting?
Sure, but first get me something decent to eat. I'm dying of hunger out here. I want a bottle of milk, a loaf of bread, and a fat ham. Then I'll teach you what you want.
Nothing there.
Anything's possible. That's no secret.
Those are all just
I'm staying out of it.
What are you doing here?
I'm preparing for battle.
Why?
Lately, the farmers have had more and more problems with field raiders. A few of them even managed to get themselves eaten. Fat Onar didn't exactly find that amusing. None of us got our pay for a week, and it was more or less my fault. Now Lee wants me to wipe out the creature's nest by myself, and the other boys have already made bets on whether I'll survive.
Are you a good fighter?
I'm fair with a sword, but with a bow, I'm very good. Why do you ask?
Where's the nest?
In the middle of the field here, in a big rock.
We could attack that nest together.
You want to help me? Why?
I want to see some gold.
You bastard. You want to take advantage of my situation, huh? Either I pay you, or I bite the dust. All right, I can pay you 50 gold pieces. That's all I got.
Let's attack the nest.
Right now? Or do you need to equip yourself first? You could go back to the farm first.
There's no time like the present.
Good. Then let's see what you got. One less monster around. So, this is where they drag the dead farmers. Disgusting. The filthy things should all be wiped out now. Let's go back.
Wait a minute. What about our agreement?
Are you kidding? You didn't do anything for it.
I think your hide could do with another tanning. I don't like having my leg pulled.
Don't make me cry. Oh man, my head.
Wait a minute.
All right, you're the better fighter. What do you want?
Nothing to plunder. Hello, beautiful maid.
Stop trying to sweet-talk me, boy, and tell me what you want. I'm busy.
How's the field work coming?
Look at these huge fields we have to work, and you know how we're doing. Are you looking for farm work?
How's it going?
You're from the city, aren't you? I'd get out of here if I were you.
Why?
This wasn't a paradise before, but at least we were left in peace as long as we did our work for Sekob. But lately it's become unbearable. Bandits are everywhere, field raiders destroy the entire harvest, and the landowner is getting to be pretty brutal.
Are you afraid of the landowner then?
You bet. If the landowner doesn't like people's faces, he sends his mercenaries after him, and that's the last you see of them. So we prefer to keep our mouths closed.
Shouldn't the mercenaries take care of the field raiders?
I don't know what they're being paid for, but certainly not to help us common people. The field raider problem is left to the small farmers who rent the fields from him.
How do you protect yourselves against the bandits?
We don't. We run away. What else?
Keep your chin up.
That's easy for you to say. You live in town after all.
So where are we headed then?
Are you the foreman here?
If you want to go ambling across my land, you'll pay me 5 gold coins, or you're in for a good thrashing.
Your land? Are you the farmer here?
You can bet on that. Why else would I make you pay me a toll? I don't mind if you go ask the others about me.
Forget it. You won't get anything from me.
You boys from the city guard are short of money, huh?
Come on and try it then.
Well, in that case...
Hey. How are things?
Ah, a new face here on the farm. Has the old skinflint finally granted me an apprentice?
I'm not an apprentice.
Oh, I see. I'm not as young as I used to be, you know, and I've been waiting for a replacement for years. You aren't here because the neighbors are annoyed, are you?
What's the work you do here?
Oh, I guard the sheep, and I've been doing that for as long as I can remember. The animals are very loyal and very smart, you see. If you treat them well, they'll follow you for a lifetime.
Everything else all right?
Oh, I can't complain. Thanks for asking.
Well, kiddo?
That's no way for a farmhand to talk to me. Just how often do I have to remind you?
I'm not a field hand.
And what do you want here? We have nothing, so you can just leave right now.
Is that how you always treat your field workers?
Of course, they need that. Whoever doesn't toe the line here gets thrashed. That's the way it goes.
There's this guy who demands a toll from every passerby, claiming he's the farmer.
Yes, I know. That's Bronco. He does whatever he wants. Not that I haven't pounded it into him 1,000 times that he should finally get back to work.
But
he just doesn't do it. My father's quite annoyed with me that I still haven't managed to persuade him to go back to work.
maybe I can help you.
Do you mean that? Okay, listen, if you can get Bronco to go back to work, I'll pay you, shall we say, 10 gold pieces? What do you say?
No problem, but I want more money.
All right, 20 gold pieces then.
I want more.
30?
I want more.
Maybe 50?
All right, I'll see what I can do.
But hurry up about it.
So, still got that big mouth?
Don't beat me, please. I'll even go back to work, okay?
Wait a minute. So, busy as a bee, are you?
You won't go fetch those mercenaries, huh? Don't beat me, please. I'll even go back to work, okay?
Hey! Bronco's back at work.
Really? That's terrific.
Yeah, and now I want my cash.
Well, business is business, right?
I think I've found something. I found your buried things.
Then you should be carrying about 100 gold coins, a golden chalice, a silver dish, and an amulet, and they're all mine. Give them here.
Here's your stuff. A bag with 100 gold coins, a golden chalice, a silver dish, and an amulet.
Very good. You're lucky that you weren't dumb enough to simply take the stuff and run. Here's your share of the booty.
How are things?
So. Those mercenaries aren't much help, really. I had expected them to have a little more guts, at least. But they're just a bunch of braggarts and loudmouths, if you ask me.
What was your business with the mercenaries?
I already told you I'm looking for this fellow in red armor. But the idiots here have no idea what I'm talking about.
I take it you're looking for someone named Dexter?
Damn it, how would I know the fellow's name?
I know where you can find him.
Really? Tell me.
Not far from here. He seems to be the leader of an evil gang of bandits.
Ha! Yup, that's him. I knew the old landlubber'd hold up here somewhere. Now, all I need to do is scour all the hideouts and rat holes around here. I'll find that bastard. Don't need your help for that.
What are you smoking there?
Want a toke?
Sure.
Not bad, huh?
Where did you get the stuff?
I have my sources.
Do you do anything besides smoke?
Not at the moment.
I agree with you completely. I used to say that myself. I don't know why he gets so worked up. I'm not telling you anything new. Is it really true? You just have to listen.
What do you want from me?
He's so sure. You listen to the wrong people.
Can you help me improve my abilities?
I could show you how to use your strength better in close combat. A lot of fighters are very weak because they don't have the technique to use their strength properly. The same is true for dexterity and ranged weapons.
Is it really true? He doesn't even know how to hold a sword. That's no secret.
I want to improve my abilities.
I said I could help you, not that I would. As long as you aren't one of us, you can find someone else to instruct you.
That's not what I heard. All that matters is strength. No one really wants to hear that. But he knew that.
Hey, where you think you're going?
To the house, of course.
Onar pays us not to let guys like you in here. Just don't let any militia in here. Those were his exact words.
I want to talk to Lee.
What do you want from
It was
him?
his decision, wasn't it?
He and I go way back.
You're a pal of Lee's? I don't believe a word. But go on in. If he doesn't recognize you, you'll know it. Lee's in the right wing. Don't even think about wandering around anywhere else.
No one really wants to hear that. Nobody ever asks for my opinion.
What's your job?
Onar wants me to spend all day keeping an eye on his stuff. He's worried that something will go missing, and I would too in his place. Most of the mercenaries he's hired are former convicts from the penal colony. They'll walk off with everything that isn't nailed down if no one watches out.
There's a whole bunch of junk here.
That's right, and most of it is extremely valuable. Onar collects valuable objects. A simple man like me can hardly afford such luxury. I stick to other things.
And that would be?
I collect old coins.
I've got an old coin here.
Show me. Oh yeah? That won't bring much on the open market. I'll pay you a gold piece for it. Exactly as much as it used to be worth.
Not quite enough. What about 2?
Nothing doing. I'm not a loony. Beat it.
I've got an old coin here.
You know what I'm prepared to pay for it, you dog. 1 gold piece, no more.
It's a deal.
Good. If you have any more of those, you'll know where to find me.
Interested in some more old coins?
Sure. You still have any?
A few.
Thanks. Here's your money. Bring me all you can find.
Has anyone tried to steal anything yet?
A few, and I caught them all.
Who let you in here? What are you doing here on my farm?
You're revolting against the city, or so I've heard.
Now listen up. I inherited this farm and this land from my father, and he inherited it from his father. I'm not going to allow that greedy imbecile of a king to make off with all that just in order to feed his useless armies. The war with the orcs has been going on forever. And where do we stand? On the edge of defeat. No, I prefer to defend my farm myself. The money that I save this way can pay for my own army.
Everything all right here on the farm?
Our hospitality does not extend to the troops of the king.
Who are you?
I am Onar's wife, Maria. What do you want here?
I have a golden plate here. Would this be yours?
Yes, that is it. Thanks a million.
So, what about my reward?
Here, take this. You deserve it.
Tell me about Onar.
He's a good man, a little grumpy and very impatient, but we've all got our faults. I told my husband, "Why do you let the soldiers from the city treat you like that? Do something," I said. So he hired the mercenaries. Now I feel like I'm in the middle of a war. But then, we are at war, aren't we?
Has anything exciting happened here lately?
The paladins passed by here. At first, we thought they were going to attack the farm, but they were headed for the Valley of Mines.
I just wanted to have a look around here.
With all these men on the farm now, there's no peace to be had inside the house. They just keep barging in here.
Do the mercenaries bother you?
Oh, well, at least the farm has been a lot safer since the mercenaries came. Back when we were still on our own, the militia came from town all the time to plunder our provisions. They dragged off the better part of the harvest, and they took some sheep too. They did nothing for us in return. A few of those scoundrels even stole from us. Don't get me wrong now, soldier. I know that not all of you are like that.
Who the devil let you in here? What are you doing here? I thought you were dead.
What makes you think that?
Gorn told me it was you who brought down the barrier.
Yes, that was me, all right.
I never would have thought that a man could survive something like that. What brings you here? You aren't here without a reason.
Gorn told you about me? What happened to him?
You remember him, don't you?
Sure.
He got caught by the paladins and was sent back to the Valley of Mines with a penal convoy. If the road to the Valley of Mines wasn't plastered with paladins and orcs, I'd have sent a couple of the boys already to free him. But the way things are, there's no point. Poor devil.
What exactly are you doing here?
Quite simple. I'm gonna see to it that we all get off this island. Onar hired us to defend his farm, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. But our reward is more than just our pay. By helping the farmers, we cut the city off from its provisions. And the less the paladins have to eat, the sooner they'll listen when I finally make them an offer of peace. Too bad that you had to join up with them, of all people.
What is your offer going to look like?
Essentially, it will be about our pardons and free passage to the mainland. You'll learn more when the time comes.
Everything fine with you?
If it's something important, go talk to Lee. Otherwise, leave me alone.
And there's more, believe me. Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
How's it going?
The king's troops aren't exactly welcome on the farm. A lot of people here may talk to you anyway, but you certainly won't make yourself popular.
In town, they're talking about a peasants' revolt.
Nonsense. We aren't doing anything except defending what we've worked hard for. It's certainly true that the war is being fought on the backs of the peasants. But Onar is no longer prepared to just stand by and watch while the king bleeds us dry.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
Can I rest somewhere around here?
If you're looking for a place to sleep, go to the barn. But don't lie down in a mercenary's bed by mistake. Onar makes sure that they leave us farmers alone. But with strangers who don't belong on the farm, the mercenaries can do whatever they like.
That's all just gossip. He never would have thought of that himself.
You don't have to tell me that.
How are things?
Hey, don't I know you from somewhere?
It's possible.
I used to deal in swamp weed back in the colony. Remember?
And what are you dealing in now?
Ah, don't ask. I brought a whole package of swamp weed with me from the mining colony. Many of the mercenaries like a little smoke now and then. I've earned a small fortune on the side. But some bastard stole all the weed from my chest. I'm pretty sure it was that Bodo. He bunks in the same room as me, and he always grins at me like such an idiot.
What are you going to do about the thief then?
One of these days, I'll catch him puffing away on my weed. And then, I'll find a quiet spot and teach him a lesson he won't forget. If I knock him down here in the middle of the yard, the other farmers will notice, and I'll pay an arm and a leg.
How come?
Quite simple. We can't rough up the farmers, otherwise Lee makes us pay a heavy fine. That's the way Onar wants it. And the more witnesses there are, the more of a fuss there is. That makes things more expensive. So I'll pull the thing off nice and inconspicuously.
That's all just gossip.
Show me your wares.
I don't have any swamp weed at the moment. Do you want something else?
It's a bad business. You didn't know that.
Nobody wants to know.
I can't believe that. Nothing amazes me anymore. I'm better off myself. Of course we got him in the end. That's really not my problem.
You should really have known better.
That was quite obvious. That was obvious all along. Is it really true?
No one really wants to hear that.
But he knew that all along. Will it ever change? I agree with you completely.
And that's the truth.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion. That's not what I heard. Don't tell me you didn't know that.
That's no secret.
I already thought as much. That doesn't surprise me. He really said that.
The things I could tell you.
I've already thought as much. Listen to the wrong people. Nothing amazes me anymore.
And there's more, believe me.
I can't believe that. Of course we got him in the end.
Hey! I do not sell any weapons. Khaled does. He's in the house with Onar.
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
What kinds of weapons do you make?
Plain swords at the moment, not much else. But if I had some magic ore, I could forge weapons that are better than all comparable weapons made from regular old steel. You wouldn't happen to know where to find some around here? Besides in the Valley of Mines, I mean.
No.
Of course not.
Are you with the farmers or the mercenaries?
You're pulling my leg, aren't you?
I was just curious.
Have you ever seen a farmer who also forges weapons?
No.
Then why do you ask such stupid questions?
So don't tell me that.
I've got my own opinion enough trouble as it is.
That was obvious.
What about forging equipment?
What do you need?
Know that.
It was his decision.
Wouldn't be so sure. Will it ever change? That was obvious. I'm not telling you anything new.
Don't say it. Of course we got him in the end.
Teach me how to forge magic ore weapons.
But you don't even know the basics. First you need to learn how to forge a decent sword. Then we'll see.
That's all just gossip about it different.
Can you teach me how to forge a sword?
Sure. That'll cost you a bit, though. Let's say 30 gold pieces.
I agree with you completely.
Let's wait and see what happens.
Fine. Here's 30 for you.
And that was a damn good price, too. We can start as soon as you're ready. That's the first I've heard of it. He's so sure.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Teach me how to forge a sword.
It's quite simple. Get yourself a piece of raw steel and hold it in the fire until it glows. Then put it on the anvil and hammer the blade into shape. Most important, watch out that the blade doesn't get too cold. You only have a few minutes at a time to work on your weapon. The rest you can find out for yourself. It's merely a matter of practice.
That's not what I heard. That's been going a long time.
Do you really think you have to step in and sort things out?
I'm not telling you anything new. That's you don't even know how to hold a sword.
I've got no time for things like that.
Damn it! What's up?